what would it take to make your life get back on track?
Well, I would want to do this surgery, and I would want to lose some weight so I can be able to work or even travel, so I can be able to even travel to another country so I can help to take care of my kids. I've struggled with obesity from a young age. From high school, I noticed I started putting on weight, and while in high school I had to go to the gym and weight control in my teen years. But afterwards I noticed the weight continue to just come on me more and more. I try reaching out to get help for the weight, but you know, it is hard to go to the gym and find money for that. So what happened is I end up got pregnant and have two girls, two girl child. I had to do C-section with both child because the first child was born stillborn, because they have stillbirth, because the doctors let me do a bit natural. So with the two last girl, they said I should do a C-section with both of them. With the last child, that is one now, when I came home from the hospital, I had an allergic reaction to the medication that I got, and on the fourth day after the C-section, so I start vomiting. And you know, when I do a C-section, you know, not to cough, not to laugh, or vomit or those stuff. So I started to vomit the night, and a neighbor was passing by, came to check on me and saw the situation I was in and helped me with the children them to get ready to go back to the hospital. I went back to the hospital, and when I went back, they looked on the C-section and they said that outside was intact. But I told them when I was vomiting, I felt the stitches burst out back. They said that based on outside is intact, they want to watch it and see if it would close up over time after I'm healing. What happened is I have the two children, and I had to start working early. So I do buy and selling. I would go to the country to buy ground provision like yam and banana to sell, and sometimes when I go to country I have to lift those bags to put in the vehicle, and I would have to walk up and down in my community to look sale from my community members, and my community members would purchase this food, and this is how I would earn a living to take care of my children. I live in a one-room board house. Where I live is a flood area in Bucknor. From my grandmother to my mother to my days, now that I inherit this house here, we have always been flood victim. So I've been trying to buy some little material, and I start a foundation. So I was hustling to feed my children and build a little room by around the back, because each year when it's flood time I start to fret about my children them, because I even have a video for this September. In the last half, a flood watch came out. The flood was named Lynn, Storm Watch Lynn, and while I was in the house, people in the community know I always flood, and they know I have the children in the house with me. So they came out and started to unblock a canal that run in front of my house. And I took a video of the water. The water reached up to my step. If it would just come one more inch, I would have been flooded out. My things would have gone. The thing is, I have a hernia because I had to start working early. And after the burst out and I start working early, the hernia didn't get to close up back as the doctors had hoped for. So right now, every day I'm feeling sick because of the hernia. It swelled my tummy. My tummy is swell, So this is the hernia. The doctor said it is an incisional hernia.
So what will it take to you need a surgery or something?
I have to do a surgery to correct the hernia and to close it back up.
What's the cost?
Well, I don't know the cost because I've been depressed since of late because I can't be able to go out and do any selling because I'm sick all the time. Some of the time because of the hernia, they said it's affecting my organs where I will have shorter breath and I feel like I'm not breathing. Like me feel like me not breathing properly, so I have to sit down. Most of the times the hernia hurt me and every day I'm sick, but I have to get up and look after my kids same way because it's me and them that is here.
What about their father?
Their father is here, but because he's the only one providing now, he's on the road every day, or some of the time he have to go and do a lot of hustling because he's a carpenter. So he have to go to people.
So whatever he makes is just enough for food for the children.
Yes, sometimes it is not even enough, where sometimes we don't have it. Like sometimes we don't have a meal. Sometimes he has to go and credit at the shop. So when he credit at the shop, sometimes by get a work, you have to pay back those bills. There are still good people in Jamaica because there are some good ladies that know my situation, and so whenever I run out of stuff, those person would help me.
What would it take to make your life get back on track?
Well, I would want to do this surgery and I would want to lose some weight so I can be able to work or even travel, so I can be able to even travel to another country so I can help to take care of my kids and build a little one room, so that every year when it's flood time, I don't have to be fretting, because every year when it's coming on to flood time, I start fret because I know where I live is a flood area. Because the house was just built on a wrong spot of the land. It's built on a flat part of the land.
How do you deal with that depression? You have a support system?
How I deal with depression, I pray, and I have some wonderful ladies in my life that I can talk to, and they encourage me. You know how people is. Some are considerate about your feelings, or considerate, while some don't. So some of the time I get in a depression because of my weight. Some persons are very inconsiderate about that.
Do they mock you on the road?
Yes.
What are some of the things they say?
Well, some of the time they they would laugh at me, and I would know and I would know that they're laughing at me. Or some of the times some of the taxi man on the road that carry me. If I want to travel to Kingston, it is some of the busman that will carry me. So I have a problem with getting transportation to travel. And some persons, they mock me because my tummy is big. So they would laugh at me, say I'm ugly, or that they'll just pass some remarks. Some persons
Not thinking that you're hearing. They don't think that you're hearing what they are saying.
Some of them know, they say to me directly.
What does that make you feel?
Well, it let me feel really bad, but I encourage myself. that I am beautiful and wonderfully made. I reassure myself with scriptures, or sometimes person encourage me. Like once I remember somebody said to me that if I look in the forest, there is tall tree, big tree, short tree, and that's just how people is. So we have all type of people in the world. So
most importantly, how does your children father, does he look at you, does he make you feel good about yourself too? That is a key one, because it's your partner.
Yes, I'm thank God for him because he's very understanding towards my weight, because he said why he's with me is because I'm very understanding person, and sometimes people even try to mock and jeer him and say that how his woman look and all of that, but he's still there, so I appreciate that. So I don't really let what they're saying would change his mind towards our relationship, and he says that he wants to stand with the kids them so that he can see that they grow up with a father, and
So
he's very helpful with them.
the only thing that will make you happy now, I mean, you want stuff, but the main thing that will make your day is to get that surgery done, right?
Yes. And the doctor said that once I get the surgery done, it would be, yes, my tummy is swell now, so the tummy would draw. He said because of this hernia, my organs are not working properly, and he said that my heart is swell. I have test result for this year that I did at the Maypen Hospital, where they said that my lungs is not working properly, my heart is swollen, I'm not breathing properly, and my body organs, they are not working properly because there's an opening in this the hernia. So this is actually my organs pulping through.
If you should do the surgery, where would you be doing it?
Well, the doctors recommend that I should do it at Kingston Public Hospital. I just grateful to all the ladies that is in my life that over the years have always encouraged me, always been a helping hand towards me and my children. I want to thank you to all the good Jamaicans that are out there, because hope is not lost at Jamaica. There are still good people in Jamaica. So some of the time, some of the difficulties I buck up in life, the goods outweigh the bad. So that keeps me positive, keeps me going.